That didn't quite work out well for you, did it? Did it, Eva? You was talking big cash, and then the man still didn't choose you. It's looking a little bit like your mama, ain't it? What's good, y'all? Sugar Sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Beyond the Gates video. And in this one, I'm breaking down season 1, episode number 140. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Beyond the Gates content and conversations. And y'all, the meat and potatoes of this episode is definitely Cat finding out about Eva and Tomas. But I'm going to talk about the other stuff that's going on because there are other things that happen in this episode, even if they're things that I don't give a damn about. Okay, first and foremost, Ted's loser ass. Ted, you are sitting here conspiring with Andre to find a weak point that you can actually exploit to try to trick, coerce, drag Nicole back into a loveless marriage with your ass after you slept with your lunatic ass mistress. Y'all, there was never no good in him. Cause what do you mean? You did all that you could do. All you did was send a flower and a damn card. And you talking about you did all you could do to fight for your damn marriage. Meanwhile, you're doing nothing but getting drunk and hunching on your lunatic ass mistress and doubling down and affirming her lunatic ass progeny. Y'all's child is apple ain't fall too far from the damn tree because she's over there stealing your other daughter's boyfriend, thinking that her cootie cat. Anyway, I'm going to get to them. Ted, please. I know that we need Ted to progress the Nicole storyline because the whole thing is the unraveling of her marriage. But baby, when I tell you Ted upsets my damn nerves and chaps my ass, he does. There is never a moment where he actually has any type of genuine, accountability and remorse that's tied to said accountability. He literally spent the whole damn episode staring a hole in the side of Nicole's face because she decided to go to dinner with Carlton again. And y'all, we can have these two conversations separately because whether Nicole is wrong or right for going out on a date with Ted's business partner and quote unquote best friend, I'm going to need Carlton to confirm that because you're saying that, Ted, but I don't know if that's actually the case. Y'all might have known each other. Y'all two black brothers in an affluent area and you decided to join forces so that y'all can actually progress y'all careers, but that don't mean that y'all asses is best friends. You might have known him since med school, but again, that don't mean that y'all asses is best friends. And Nicole, to me, could have seen Carlton before, been attracted to Carlton before, but for whatever goofy ass reason chose you, and now she's realizing that she chose wrong. So now she's choosing again. So I ain't really hating on Miss Mamas in reference to that choice. But again, to me, that's a whole separate conversation to be had. Is Nicole wrong for doing that? That's a whole separate conversation. Ted, you are owed nothing. You are entitled to nothing. You quite literally took your marriage and threw it in the damn trash, whether you want to believe you did or not. And then to make sure that it stayed there, you went for good measure and slept with that lady again last week. So you want us to believe that you want your marriage. You want us to believe that you love Nicole. You want us to believe that it was only a few times back then and you didn't got your mind right and for 20 years it's been this and that. And yet and still you still slept with that lady last week. You still have the philandering spirit upon you. You still are struggling with morality. You still are not an integrous man. You just play one on TV, baby. It's not in you. It's on you. And the mask is always going to slip. Sometimes the mask will slip within 6 months. Sometimes the mask will slip within 2 years. Sometimes it takes 20 years for the damn mask to slip. And yours has slipped. Ted, you're not a good person. And your redemption journey does not start until you realize that you are not a good man. Regardless of how much money you made. Regardless of how pretty your babies were. Regardless of how accomplished your damn kids are. Regardless of how accomplished the woman that you married is. None of that actually makes you a good man. Who you are on the inside, how you actually think, the compassion that you're able to cultivate, the empathy that you're able to wield, all of that types of stuff makes you a good man. And you don't know nothing about that because those aren't even thoughts for you. At this point, I'm convinced that you want Nicole back because you're tired of being embarrassed from a damn decision and further decisions that you continue to make. Because in addition to cheating on your wife while she was miscarrying your child, you did it numerous times, and you took one of the children that y'all had to go and father another child with the damn mistress. Then you lied about it and hid it. Then 2 years ago, one of those children, the same child that you took to go see the damn mistress because you just needed to get your off, gets into trouble, and you hide that from your wife as well. It's very easy for you to move in this liar spirit, in this dishonest spirit. But you want this woman to feel safe with you in a relationship. You want this woman to believe that it all wasn't a lie when she made it easy for you to do so. The people who are still on Ted's side, what is it that he's actually bringing to the relationship, y'all? I really want to know, because people love to say, well, Ted's a good man, and Ted does this, and Ted does that. He got money, and he this, and he... Ted appeared to be a good man because Nicole is a great woman, and she made it easy for him to look like he was. Your goodness, your greatness also shows in the times of trouble and turmoil. And every single time that we have seen examples of Ted being positioned with family and or romantic turmoil, his ass folds. Meanwhile, Nicole lost babies, which you ain't see her sliding up under nobody else. She could have had Carlton then, but did she? Ted, go to hell. Andre, get a real ring, because the cigar wrapper on the finger, please. And stop commiserating with your goofy ass uncle. But I know you're not going to do that, but I had to go ahead and say that in this video, because that's where we spend the most time. They talk about that. All I'm here to do when it comes to Ted is drag his ass every single time I see him. Nicole, I'm not mad at you on this damn date. I wasn't expecting you to kiss that man, but do whatever the hell it is that you want to do that you feel like it's going to help your heart heal, Miss Girl, because enough is enough. The way that I feel so many comments in my comment section dragging Nicole down. Nicole thinks she's better than everybody else. Nicole is too stuck up. Nicole is too this. Nicole is too that. Nicole has had to be a certain type of woman her entire life, and she has arrived at this particular place and realized that the moment that her marriage is blowing up and her life is shifting, that she's going to take this opportunity to start to move in a way that she wants to move. All be damned to what everybody got to say. So I'm saying to hell with all y'all's comments as well. If she wants to hunch on Carlton, she gonna hunch on Carlton. If she want to switch into Dani's personality next week, I think that she's also owed that as well, because that's the one thing that people don't give credit to the eldest daughter, specifically the eldest black daughter, the one that makes the sacrifices to be everything that the parents hoped, and to be the perfect one, to be the smart one, to be the emotionally intelligent one, to be all of these things that nobody else is tasked to actually have to be, and to hold that. Sometimes to hold it alone, sometimes to hold it amongst shame and guilt, sometimes to hold it amongst feeling like you're betraying yourself, all in the name of the family and their perception and what they want. Again, to hell with everybody, Nicole. Do your thug thizzle, because everybody else been doing theirs. Amen. Amen. Moving on. We get a moment with Chelsea and Madison, and y'all, I think they're going to end up married. I think they're going to end up married before you know it. They're too cute together. They vibe. It's such a 180 from where they first met. And I get that initially it was like, oh, Madison was just nervous, but it did not seem like that to me. It felt like Madison was so uninterested. And now I can't even fathom Madison not being interested in Chelsea. They are too cute for me. But Chelsea, thank you. Thank you for bringing the energy that I actually needed your ass to bring before. I'm sorry that you had to find out that Tomas slept with Eva for you to be able to tell this girl to drop this and get with a winner and to stand on it. But at least your ass is saying it now, because Cat, I fear, has lost her damn mind. And this is what I thought was going to happen, and I feared most was going to happen, is that she was going to dig her claws in and not give Tomas up off the strength of she don't want to lose another thing to Eva, which is valid, y'all. It might be stupid as hell, but the feelings behind it is valid. She has already had her life turned upside down behind this woman and her mama coming into her life like a wrecking ball, literally laying waste to her family. And this is the first romantic relationship that she is allowed to take it to a physical level. And now Eva has tried to stake claim on that. I understand the psychology behind it 100%. But Kat, you're better than this. You do not love this man. And baby, when I tell y'all Tomas can't act, he cannot act. They really should have recast him, because when we're in these moments and it's Eva giving it all the hell she got, Cat giving it all the hell she got, and he got the same sad ass eyes but not really seeming sad. The man has one note, one tone. He has no inflection in his voice. He says everything the exact same, but you saying that you care about her? You want, like, you have to break this to Eva, but you care about Eva, and you're saying it the same way that you order coffee down at Orphe Jeans. This man is terrible. On top of the character being terrible, the actor, I'm sorry, and I don't like to make a habit of doing this, but baby, he is taking me out, because these girls are giving it they all. The performances today were performancing. Here, I can't stand Eva's ass, but Amber is my girl forever. Like, look, Cardi B say, she gonna have beef forever. I'm gonna love Amber forever. The young lady who plays Cat Richardson, forever. Dropped in emotional hills and valleys, peaks. Like, there was so much going on. The scenes felt so electric until he has to talk, or until they put his ass on camera and then it's flatline. There's no sign of life. Anywho, Cat says everything that needs to be said. It turns out to be back and forth, because Eva takes this as a moment to not take the girl, why are you sleeping with my boyfriend? You're supposed to be my damn sister. How could you do that? She, instead of taking that as like, you know what, you actually right, this is some shady ass shit to do, she decides to get her ass up on her high horse, like, oh, well, this is always going to happen, and you ain't got no good coochie, and da 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 da. She gets to ranting, y'all. Eva gets to ranting, trying to make Cat feel bad, which she definitely does succeed at, only to get her simple ass and embarrassed when Cat leaves, because Tomas is not choosing her anyway. So you left alone in this reject ass apartment that your mama gave you, because remember when she threw your ass out? Yeah. To slide down the wall and punch the air behind a man that you felt like was destined for you, but happened to be in a relationship with your half sister. And because you are also so hell-bent on trying to take something from her, because you feel like her existence and her not liking you immediately, and her being able to call out and smell your bullshit from a mile away is a problem. You put yourself in this circumstance, and now look at you crying, and I feel no sympathy. I thought the performance was beautiful, but I feel no sympathy, no empathy for Eva, because this is what the hell your ass asked for. This man ain't even worth it. I don't know how many men actually walking this earth are worth fighting over, but baby, it ain't gonna be this one. I could tell you that it's not this one. You did all of this, moved all this mountain, throw all this talk, all this big cash in Cat's face for that man to embarrass you in private. That's the crazy thing. He humiliated you to you. And I'm so glad that you're swift on the upkeep, so that you can realize exactly how you were walking the same exact footsteps that your mama laid to Crazyville, because this was stupid. And it was especially stupid to do it over a damn man. The same way your damn mama is running around amok over a man. You thought that you was going to raise your stock over a man? You thought that a man was going to add value? A man with no personality, no emotion in his damn voice? Y'all think he fine, because I don't. So a half good looking man was going to raise your stock? Eva, you cannot possibly be this stupid, girl. Can't possibly. But I guess you are. And now you're stupid, you sad, and you alone. Congratulations. Now let's go back over to Cat in that damn studio. Because Cat, I understand wanting to wage war on this girl, because she has taken a lot. Her and her mama have taken a lot from you. But when I tell you that this man is not worth it, I need Cat to let this shit go. You do not love this man. She's talking about she loved Tomas. You refuse to let her win. This is not a win. This is not a win. She literally just stole an Amazon package off your porch that you filled with shit, honey. She ain't win nothing. Let her have him. But we're about to go through a season of episodes where Cat is refusing to let this go off the strength of that. And I'm just like, girl, please go talk to your mama. Please go talk to your mama. Because I refuse to believe that if Nicole knew about the infidelity early on, she would fight for Ted in the same way that Cat is about to try to fight for Tomas. I just feel like Nicole would be smarter than this, and I need her to impart that wisdom on her damn daughter and say, you don't want to be me. You don't want to be me. You might have found out about it now, but you don't want to go through this. Like, how do you trust him again? How do you believe him again? He divulged everything of y'all's relationship, including the disconnect of y'all in bed. And this is your first encounter. He positioned it to her like it's you. And you're about to eat this? The hardest part of this whole episode was watching her talk to Chelsea like and saying, what is wrong with me? Because baby, when I tell you, that is some of the first thoughts that pop up for women her age and younger when you are navigating the early stages of a lot of the romantic, moments that we have in coming of age times. And I hate that for us. I hate that women are socialized and it's normalized for us to find ourselves as the problem or think that we always have to adjust for somebody else. It broke my heart listening to Kat say, what is wrong with me? Because nothing, you're not too much. You're too much for him, which means he's actually not enough for you. And I wish, this is one of the things that I love about just being able to break down shows, specifically shows that mirror Black womanhood, is because we can have this conversation now, and I can have a conversation from a place of understanding and lived experiences. And yes, I've done some of the same things, said some of the same things, child, chased the no good man, child. But in looking at it on a series and doing so with a couple of degrees of separation, it's so easy, it's so clockable. And I'm just hoping that people who engage in conversation with me and my commentary content are affirmed that they don't have to settle for less. They don't have to believe less of themselves. It is not you, girl. It's that man. It's not you. And I think that we have this really weird idealized take on romance, especially when we're young, of we're supposed to like the people that like us. And then the people that like us are supposed to, or the people that we like are supposed to like us back. That doesn't always have to be the case. And you don't have to get into a relationship or engage with somebody simply because they like you. The telltale signs of if y'all are actually aligned and if you should try to make this thing work is alignment from the beginning. And Kat and Tomas have been misaligned from the jump. She's had to concede too much. And I look at it as it's not a problem if a person changes you, if they're helping you change into the person that you want to be versus the person that they want or need you to be. Because the problem comes in is when people shift and adjust and move themselves to be people that they never planned on being, to serve somebody who might not even be here 2, 5, 6, 10 years down the damn line. And that's exactly what Tomas is giving. And child, Kat's story is such a damn cautionary tale if I ever seen one. Aside from her wanting to go to war with her half sister and not lose to her, she's at such a vulnerable place with this being her first intimate romantic experience and never really having a true quote unquote boyfriend. She's at a very vulnerable place where she's subject to think it's her because she's so damn inexperienced. But she came to the table, I think, romantically with a little bit of an upper hand because she already had a little bit of self-confidence and self-esteem in other areas. And I wish that would have transferred over to how she moved, even with the lack of experience sexually and lack of experience within romantic relationships, because you have a strong command of who you are, Kat, and a lot of girls your age don't. They are not coming into it knowing who they are, so they are easily manipulated. So it's hard watching Kat be manipulated by Tomas because she has such a strong command of who she is professionally, of who she is in line with her ambition, who she is within her family. The only place that she's really inexperienced is with sex. And he was the worst steward, the worst person to partner at this vulnerable place in her life. He did not actually deserve it. I've been saying it from the beginning, and watching this fallout has been crazy, but it's crazy good. So there's that. I think that's everything else that went down in the episode. That's all I really care to talk about. If I did miss something, y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Oh no, I did miss something. Martin and Smitty, child. Martin decided he gonna get your and get out. No, Martin said, you know what, Smitty, we did have sex a couple days ago. You know what? We need some space. You need time and space to trust me, and I need to not be in this house half-assing it like I'm an uncle visiting from out of town. And I said, ooh. At first I was like, damn, is this a manipulation tactic from Martin? But I don't think so. I think that this is Martin setting clear boundaries and respecting Smitty's position and how he feels, but then also putting himself in a position to protect himself, which I think is valid, and I'm not mad at all. So Martin decides that he's going to leave because he's tired of sleeping on the couch and he doesn't want to be engaging in sexual or like personally intimate acts if they're not actually on the road to get back to where they were. It's just making things confusing, and I would agree with them. They shouldn't actually be sleeping together. If you can't sleep in the same bed with him, then why are you letting that man hunch on you in that bed and then sitting his ass back to the couch? Like, y'all could literally begin again. This doesn't mean that their marriage has to be over, but he can go ahead and leave, maybe go to the hotel or go back to Vernon and Anita's, and y'all can start to date. Y'all can start to get to know each other in this season of your life. The separation can be there where you have space to figure out what you want. Also, it gives Smitty space to actually miss Martin and not be clouded by just the most recency bias that he has in reference to the interaction that he's had with Martin. So I'm not necessarily mad at it. Okay, now that's it. Now that's all my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. It's your good sis you love to talk TV with, and I'll see you in the next one.